17th century samurai sword discovered in Berlin excavations? Wait to hear this. Archaeologists from the Berlin State Office for Monument Preservations have uncovered a 17th century samurai sword during excavations in Berlin in Germany. What they have discovered is a 17th century Japanese wakizashi sword. It's a type of short sword traditionally carried by samurai in feudal Japan. And incredibly, this sword was found in the cellar of a residential building amidst wartime rubble, suggesting it was buried during the days of World War II, and it has been identified as a wakizashi. This sword is notable for its historical and cultural significance. The handle, although damaged by heat, showed remnants of wood and textile wrapping. The blade might be even older than the handle, potentially dating back to the 16th century, with the handle dating to the Edo period around the 17th century. The sword features a motif of Daikoku, which is one of Japan's 7 lucky gods associated with wealth, agriculture and war. This detail, along with the waterline motifs on the guard, underscores its Japanese origin and the craftsmanship involved. How the sword ended up in Berlin remains a mystery. One theory suggests it could have been a diplomatic gift from Japanese missions in the 19th century, like the Teikanochi or the Iwakura missions, which visited Europe and could have presented items like this as gifts. This find highlights unexpected cultural exchanges or travels of artefacts. The proximity of where this item was discovered to where Japanese envoys were received by Emperor Wilhelm I supports the diplomatic gift theory, though no definitive link has been established. This discovery not only sheds light on the individual artefact, but also prompts intriguing questions about historical interactions between East and West, long before our current era of globalisation. The sword was uncovered during excavations of 20th century cellars in the Moken market area, specifically on Stralauerstrasse. This narrow street was once lined with houses and commercial buildings, but was heavily damaged by bombing raids during World War II. Archaeologists found several cellars filled with wartime rubble that was discarded during the final stages of the Battle of Britain, and this included bridles, stirrups, harnesses and various artillery militaria, in addition to the heavily eroded wakizashi. When the artefact was examined by the Museum of Prehistory and Early History, conservators found traces of wood and a wrapping of textiles on the handle that was still preserved. According to a press statement by the State Museums of Berlin, melted decorations of chrysanthemum and waterline motifs were also found on the guard. Based on these motifs and style, the handle, at least, could be dated with certainty to the Edo period, which is around the 17th century. Archaeologists took an X-ray of the sword in the hopes of finding a blacksmith's mark, but instead found that the sword had originally been longer, with the handle later added to the blade. Since the blade portion of the sword was once a longer wakizashi and is older than the handle, archaeologists said that the blade is far older and possibly dates to the 16th century. When it comes to figuring out how this ancient Japanese artefact landed in a rubble-covered cellar in central Berlin, we can only speculate. But what do you guys think about this? Comments below. And as always guys, thank you for watching.